Few figures in ancient history came closer to shattering the illusion of Roman invincibility than Boudica. For a brief, violent moment, in the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire, an empire that stretched from the Mediterranean to the edge of the known world, nearly lost its grip on Britain. That moment did not begin with strategy or ambition. It began with betrayal. Boudica was the queen of the Iceni, a powerful Celtic tribe living in what is now eastern England. Her people had initially lived under Roman rule as a client kingdom, nominally independent, but bound by treaties, taxes, and Roman authority. This uneasy balance held as long as Rome honored its agreements. It did not. When Boudica's husband, King Prasutagus, died around 60 AD, he attempted to protect his family and kingdom by naming the Roman emperor as a co-heir alongside his daughters. It was a calculated act, meant to preserve peace. Instead, it exposed the true nature of Roman rule. Roman administrators ignored the will entirely. They seized Iceni lands, confiscated property, and enforced debts with brutality. Boudica herself was publicly flogged, a deliberate humiliation meant to break her authority. Her daughters were raped by Roman soldiers. The message was unmistakable. Submission was not enough. Rome demanded obedience, silence, and erasure. But the violence had the opposite effect. What Rome intended as a warning became a spark. Boudica transformed from a client queen into a revolutionary leader. She rallied the Iceni and neighboring tribes, including the Trinovantes, uniting groups long divided by rivalry. Her cause was not conquest, it was vengeance, justice, and survival. Ancient sources describe her as tall, fierce, with a commanding voice and blazing presence. Whether exaggerated or not, her authority was undeniable. By the time Rome understood the scale of the uprising, it was already too late. Boudica's army swelled into the tens of thousands. Warriors, farmers, women, and elders marched together, fueled by fury and a shared sense of betrayal. Roman power in Britain was dangerously thin, with legions scattered across the province. The first target was Camulodunum, modern-day Colchester, the symbolic heart of Roman authority in Britain. The city fell with shocking speed. Roman defenses collapsed. Temples, villas, and administrative centers were burned to the ground. Archaeologists today still find a thick red-black destruction layer, physical proof of Boudica's wrath. Roman citizens were slaughtered without mercy. There would be no compromise. Next came Londinium. The Roman governor, Suetonius Pollini, arrived too late to defend it. Judging the city indefensible, he ordered an evacuation, abandoning thousands. Boudica's forces descended on the settlement, destroying it completely. Verulamium soon followed. In a matter of weeks, 3 of the most important Roman centers in Britain were erased. For the first and only time, Roman rule on the island teetered on the brink of collapse. Ancient writers claim that tens of thousands were killed. Whether exaggerated or not, the psychological impact was immense. Rome's carefully constructed image of order and inevitability was shattered. Suetonius reportedly considered abandoning Britain altogether, but Rome did not retreat easily. Suetonius regrouped what forces he could, and chose his battlefield carefully. Somewhere along Watling Street, he positioned his legions in a narrow defile flanked by forest. The terrain neutralized Boudica's greatest advantage: numbers. When the battle began, the Britons charged in overwhelming force, and then they were trapped. Roman discipline, armor, and formation turned the battlefield into a slaughter. The Britons were funneled forward, crushed against their own wagons and families positioned behind them. What had been a people's uprising ended in catastrophic defeat. The rebellion was over. According to Roman accounts, Boudica refused capture. She would not be paraded through Rome in chains, a living trophy of imperial dominance. Instead, she took poison, choosing death on her own terms. Whether the detail is legend or fact, the symbolism is clear. Rome won the battle, but it never forgot the lesson. In the aftermath, Roman rule in Britain became harsher, more militarized, more cautious. The rebellion exposed the dangers of arrogance and exploitation. Boudica had shown that Roman power, however vast, was not untouchable. For centuries, her name faded into obscurity, preserved only in Roman texts written by her enemies. Then history reclaimed her. During the Victorian era, Boudica was reborn as a symbol of national resistance, cast as a defender of Britain against foreign tyranny. Her statue now stands near the Houses of Parliament in London, a warrior queen frozen in defiance, facing the seat of power. Today, Boudica endures as more than a rebel, She represents the cost of oppression, the volatility of injustice, and the terrifying force unleashed when people are pushed beyond endurance. She did not seek empire. She sought retribution, dignity, and freedom, and for a moment, just long enough to make Rome afraid, she had all three.